Alright, welcome back. Thanks for stopping in for another video. Well, after my last Minecraft kind of tutorial on my mud farm, I realized I can make somewhat decent farms and decided to make a stab at dark oak and a pale oak farm. I took inspiration from some other farms and completely rewrote pretty much everything that I've seen from other farms. The main thing that I kept was the tiny little 4x4 by 9 oak spawning chamber with the observers and glass panes and pistons. Everything else I've created from scratch over the course of 2 days of testing. I've developed a farm that produces roughly 13,000 logs per hour, consumes roughly 7,000 bone meal per hour, and roughly 2 stacks of TNT per hour. It comes with an auto blast chamber that blasts the logs with TNT, and currently this is in testing phase. I'll show you a little snippet or a little sneak peek of how it works. So basically, you know, you sit on a minecart like any oak farm, dark oak farm, basically, any that I've seen, and then you just spam the right click, and the rest of the farm goes to town. There is currently 4 allays, 2 pick up dark oak, 2 pick up pale oak. Depending on the sapling return speed, you might want to change them all to whatever variant of tree you're using, dark oak or pale oak. And they throw them into a hopper up there, which gets dispensed down here into the water stream. Sorry for any annoying noise. There are other features planned for this right now, like an auto shulker loader and an on-off switch for the dispensers, so it's not so annoying when you're standing around. But basically I took inspiration from a few other creators. They use flying machines. I thought, you know, I know how to make a couple flying machines, so might as well try my hand at them. And yeah, sometimes the layers get stuck inside here. I haven't really figured out a fix for it, but they don't die. Last I knew, they heal 2 hearts per second, and they eventually come out of it, from what I've seen. But yeah, so I tried my hand at using less redstone, because big farms like this require a lot of redstone. And so basically the logs get pushed this way towards me, and then they're ripped in half by the log splitter, and each half goes in their own direction. These are overflow slots for the occasional odd log that makes it through, and they get simply pushed this way and then pushed through this wall into these that get pushed into the chamber. So yeah, there's no collection area yet. It just goes into that hopper, which I didn't set up the carpet thing. But yeah, so leave your comments and your likes on the video. Let me know what you think. If you'd like a schematic or tutorial or an upgrade version of it, I can work on that. I plan on working on it anyways in my free time. Just wanted to give a little showcase. I hope you like my mud farm and my new pale oak and dark oak farm. So one thing, I probably will provide a schematic like my last farm. is when you use the farm, it's really important to position your cursor in the right spot. So I'm going to not turn it on quite yet. So when you get in here, you're going to want to line it up as best you can. You want to aim it whichever side the cart is more leaning towards. See here, it's kind of leaning towards the right. I find you got to aim it just slightly towards the very back half of the furthest dirt block, like right there. And it's pretty hard to do when you're shifting back and forth, but I take the cursor and line it up with the dispenser's mouth and make sure that the cursor ends up on each middle section of each dispenser on its furthest trajectory. So we'll try this and see what happens. Basically, just do that. And it just continues. Plan on making the farm faster and more efficient if it's possible. I'm fairly certain it's possible with speed and bone meal dispensing. Yeah, leave your likes and your comments, and stay tuned for my next video. Peace out.